Hi there, Serial Trader here. Just want to do a quick update on Bitcoin, and I'll just focus in on this shorter term corrective pattern that we're working, as nothing's really changed on the overall longer term wave count. So we had that initial three-wave move down last time, and we were working up from there. And it appears that now that we've had this further price action, we have new information to analyze. So looking here, it looks like we got ABC down for possibly a W, ABC up for potential X wave, assuming that this high stays intact. Otherwise, we could go a little further here in this, as it's labeled here, X wave, and then we need a final ABC down for Y of a double zigzag. And the real message here is that we have a three-wave move up to a lower high. And if this was just all of the correction ABC down, and we're going to go up in an impulse wave, we'd want to be seeing a five-wave impulse wave that obviously makes new highs above that 13,000, almost 800 there. So since we do have this clear three waves up to a lower high, and I'll also mention that the B wave here, as I have it labels nicely as a little triangle, so A, B, C, D, E. And triangles always precede the final move in a sequence, meaning that this thrust up out of this little triangle should be a terminal move that leads to a reversal. So given that information, certainly looking for further correction here. So even though that this is overall very bullish, as this is a correction within that larger uptrend that Bitcoin is in, it doesn't look like the correction's done here. And this is one option here that I've laid out, a WXY double zigzag. Certainly not the only option. In fact, I'll show you another one. And you could make the case, now we don't know yet because the price data is not there to analyze, but this could also be a flat. And that's where we have this larger ABC down. And let me get the degree and just get rid of those lines. So if we were working a flat, now there's one reason I don't like this flat interpretation. And a flat, you'd have 3 down, 3 up, and then a 5 down for C. And so far we have 3 down, 3 up. But the thing about the 3 up, it doesn't really go high enough to satisfy the criteria for a proper flat, or never mind an expanded flat, which would have to go even higher still. You usually want to see it basically, double top or exceed that for it to be a flat. And then you'd be looking for that 5-wave move down in wave C. So you'd have the 3-3-5 pattern. So I don't really like that interpretation, but I'll just leave it up since I already showed the double zigzag scenario. And there's another one I quite like here actually, and that's we could possibly be working a larger triangle pattern. So 3 down for A, 3 up for B. We could have another 3 down for C, 3 up for D, and 3 down for E. So the low may already be in the triangle scenario. This low could very well hold, but it just means we have to go sideways here and chop around a little more before we finally get that real move up to new highs. So certainly on watch here for this triangle. It's really, you don't know until there's more pattern development, but this is equally as viable at this current time to that double zigzag. So just to kind of do a rough guesstimation of what this triangle might look like. So you'd have ABC down for C, but you'd make a higher low. You'd have a ABC up for D, make a lower high. And you'd make another 3-wave move down, ABC down for E, and then you'd finally get the big push up and off to the races. So that's what I'm currently looking here on Bitcoin. As far as trading goes, if you're already long from much lower levels, just stay long because this is definitely a correction and it will lead to higher highs once it completes. If you're looking to start a fresh position, a fresh long position, I'd want to see what happens now that we've done our 3-wave move up off the bottom. At least wait for a completed pattern to the downside, whether it makes a new low or if it makes a higher low. At least use that as an entry. So depending whether we get this or the other scenarios discussed, it doesn't look like a good time for a fresh long here, at least short term. I mean, if you don't really care about your short term timing, you could still go long here, endure a little downside volatility, knowing that the larger resolution here is certainly going to be the upside. All right. Well, Bitcoin has my full attention right now, but I'll continue watching and certainly update if I see anything compelling. All right, Serial Trader signing off.